I still think it matters to the players. I mean, they're a little less emotional now, rivalries. They're not as heated, a little more practical. I think it's mostly about making the playoffs and where you're seated.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. JaVale McGee is out there with Anthony Davis. And it's Bradley in at the 3, the small forward. Now here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And you know Westbrook has an outstanding vertical. Once he gets to the launching pad, rim, beware.
Here's James. Davis dishes to James. That shot off. Good D by Harden.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Yep, that one goes in there.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Westbrook. And a 27-point outing in their last game against the Lakers in Los Angeles.
And he caused major problems with his defense as well. He had 4 steals by the time the game was over.
5 on the clock. Excellent D that time there from McGee.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Offensive rebound. Davis. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways. And that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Another miss by Houston.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
You know, all McGee needs, guys, is good positioning. Once he has that, dunking the ball is elementary.
Now here's Westbrook. Balls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Westbrook against Green. James outside. There's the pass to Bradley. Back to LeBron. Shot, high post. Off the left rim and out.
Just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
And it's Davis with the ball for Los Angeles. This time they met was in Los Angeles. Bradley passes to Green over Westbrook. LeBron shot is off.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Now here is Davis. Last game 26 points. James finds Green. Davis with it. Lets it fly. That's basket number 2 with his 3rd shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
And the soft jump shot there of Davis. You got to respect his perimeter game.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Covington against Bradley. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles leading by 4. Kept alive. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
Now that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active and be ready as soon as the shot goes up.
Westbrook passes to House. Now here's Tucker, guarded by Bradley. On the wing, Green. Kicks it out to LeBron. Second shot opportunity, and they pick up 2.
And boy, have they come out strong, really pounding the offensive board for second chance points.
Ultra impressive, guys. Caught them off guard, and they've taken the momentum in this game now.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, Frank Vogel had a few minutes to share with me. His focus, trying to slow down the freight train that is Russell Westbrook. Coach said his competitive will is second to none. We've got to match his intensity if we're going to come out on top. That is a tall task, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. Third is JaVale McGee.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
Rockets trail by 8. Jordan with it. He's coming off a 37-point game against the Lakers.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Now here's James. Harden missing his last shot. And there's the foul. Will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And it's McGee with the jam.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Now Westbrook. Looking to end the run. They get the rebound. Covington finds Harden. Back to Covington. 5 to shoot. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Bradley with the rebound.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Pass to McGee. Shoots the 3. No good. Rockets trail by 10.
And, you know, quite a bit of turnover for the Lakers in recent years, guys, from the front office to the coaching staff. I think it's always important for an organization to have a common voice to speak in stereo and have everybody in proper alignment from the top down to the court.
And the Rockets making a change here. Gordon's checked in. And then for the Lakers, Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. And Kyle Kuzma's subbed in for Avery Bradley. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. And Green now, top of the key. Davis looking for an opening. He kicks it to LeBron. Just 4 to shoot.
Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Here's Harden from 13 feet. It goes down. Harden's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for Houston. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 14-4 run right now. And as the Lakers have looked to fill positions, Clark, a real affinity for candidates with the Lakers history.
You know, that's exactly right. They view it as a family, but here recently, they've expanded their options and have looked outside of past Laker pedigree in terms of filling some key spots, which is part of what you have to do if you're going to move forward and be successful.
And again, LeBron missing.
And it's just one of those days, guys. He has just struggled to shoot the basketball.
Shot by Gordon, wide open. Hands are the ball out of bounds. Howard touched it last.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Coming off a terrific season. First in assists, 4th in steals, and he also finished the season in the top 10 in rebounding. It's just a terrific year on the glass.
And dropping a lot of dimes. He led the league in assists because he's the ultimate competitor. An absolute magician with the basketball. Moves back up.
And so far, having trouble converting on the inside.
Yeah, those are the shots you want, but they've been trickling out on them, guys. They've just got to stay with it. Persist in getting those good shots inside, and they'll drop.
Los Angeles shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. For first free throw is good. Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These four men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
There's Gordon with the three. It's good from long range.
Quick release from Gordon. Like seeing him shoot it as soon as he gets it.
And it's Rondo with the ball for the Lakers. They lead by 7. Passes it to Kuzma. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Beasting on those backboards. I love that physicality.
Rivers passes to McLemore. Rivers against Rondo. Rivers kicks to Gordon. Shot clock at 5. Rivers gets a wide open look. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now here's Kuzma. 14 points from him the last game against Houston. Carroll with the rebound. Rockets trailed by 9. A 3 ball. He can't hit that time. Davis up top, guarded by McLemore. And Howard with the stuff.
Great reach that time by Howard. He went way upstairs to throw that one down. Can pretty much get any pass that's around the goal.
Outside Gordon. Rivers against Rondo. Rivers passes to Green. Houston moving it around. Pass to Rivers. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Outside Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Here's Rondo. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Well, guys, nobody's boxing out. I mean, I could go out there and get an offensive rebound. They're just watching. And if you're the coaching staff, that's unacceptable.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Well, you can't be forcing a shot like that. You got to keep the ball moving. Get something better.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
James Harden, he's checked in for Houston. Markieff Morris is checked in for the Lakers. Alex Caruso comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And that one falls for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scores from a season ago. James Harden, number 1.
And he's not going to forget that season anytime soon. And it's safe to say neither will anyone who watched him.
Rockets trail by 18. To stop the drought.
Oh, that was worth the price of admission.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown. You know, no matter how you feel about James Harden, you've got to respect his love for the game. I mean, he absolutely lives and breathes basketball, and that passion has driven him to become the player he is today.
Shot by Caldwell Pope, no good. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Harden outside. From the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. Harden's got 7 points in the game.
And Harden is a laser, a straight-out gunner from deep. Has confidence in his long ball, and, you know, the defense has to get out on him from out there.
Rondo dishes to Davis. And they double up Davis. Outside Rondo pulls it from 20. He can't get that one to fall. And the Rockets take it the other way. Carroll kicks to Harden. It's stolen by Rondo. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Now, here is Harden. He has 7. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Now a chance to hear shooting guard Eric Gordon talk about their key to winning.
It's all about not making mistakes, getting rebounds, and getting good stops to really push the pace up. And I think when we do that, we always are at our best.
And Greg, nowadays, it's all about pushing the pace.
And it's an offensive-oriented league now. When you execute and really look to attack, it puts the opposition on their heels.
And we return to the second quarter, and no Jay Latino. Specialized jerseys on display. Welcome back, everyone. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Lakers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, they've also shown some real tenacity here early on tonight. And it's paid off with a lot of second chance points.
Green is out there with Damari Carroll. Then it's Ben McLemore. Then it's Harden, and it's Rivers in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Now here's Carroll. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot.
Pretty skilled penetrator. Once Carroll gets a little room to wiggle, he looks to attack.
Rondo passes to Morris. Davis down low, guarded by Green. The pass to Caruso. Fires the 3. Rebound by Jeff Green. Rockets trail by 11. Pass to Rivers. Teardrop shot. Second chance shot. And it's Green missing. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Caldwell Pope. It's stolen by McLemore. Rondo against Rivers. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Pocket 6. Stripped it away. And it's the Lakers on the break. And that one's good. Caruso. Caruso's got his first bucket in this one. Rockets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Rivers passes to McLemore. Passes Passes it to Rivers. And some nice passing there by Houston. Here's Harden. No good that time. So the Lakers will take it the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Caruso looking for an opening. Pass to Rondo. 6 to shoot. It's rebounded by Houston. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Green slams it in.
And Green getting off the floor there for the dunk. Really like watching him sky up for those.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for DeMar Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for McLemore. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Rivers. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Davis. Avery Bradley comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's LeBron in for Rajon Rondo. Last outing for the Rockets, it was a loss to the Los Angeles Lakers. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. They get it again. Good on the bucket. LeBron's got his second basket of the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Westbrook. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
And it's the fearlessness of Westbrook. It's really refreshing to watch. When he's deep inside, he just goes right at you.
Now here's James. Takes it out to Bradley. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 10. And here's Covington. Tucker can't get it to go. James against Harden. James dishes to McGee. Caruso, the pass to McGee. Kicks to LeBron. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. And here's Bradley from 3. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Harden's got the ball. The shot by House is no good. Lakers leading by 10. There's the lob to the hoop. Covington with the steal. James against Harden. He kicks to House. Westbrook passes to Covington. Over Morris. Another miss by Houston. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. They led by as many as 18 points. LeBron James on the win. Knocked away. McGee trying to break free. And again, the Lakers Lakers, no good. Rockets trail by 10. Here is House. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Covington passes to Westbrook. Now the pass to Harden. Takes a three. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Harden's got it back down to single digits for the Rockets. LA's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Morris outside. LeBron outside. Kicks it out to Bradley. Can they get it? And he gets the jumper to drop.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Greg, when you evaluate Avery Bradley, the offense isn't what it once was, but the defense is certainly still there.
Yeah, Bradley has struggled with the scoring in recent years, but defense, that does not go cold. Still a menace to ball handlers, and his reach and length can suffocate perimeter play.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Clark, throughout your NBA career, you always wore number 33. How'd you end up picking that number?
Well, it goes back to my idolization of Lou Alcindor at the time, who is now known as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He was the first big, graceful guy I saw do a little bit of everything in his days at UCLA, and then I digested all kinds of books and stories about him and just really admired his work on and off the court. Because he wore 33, I chose 33.
Gordon's checked in for James Harden. The Lakers also changing it up. Howard's checked in for JaVale McGee. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Morris, and it's Green in for Alex Caruso. Now here's James. And it goes down 2 points. LeBron's got 6 points.
I love the way James maintains his concentration, even against tight defense there. I mean, it looks like the defense had no chance.
It's good.
He's starting to find himself out there now. You know, he's taking much better shots here in the second quarter.
Los Angeles leading by 7. Green with the ball. LeBron outside. Shoots. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Green's got 3 assists in the game.
I love how quick he makes decisions. I mean, if a shot is there for him, LeBron is not going to think twice or hesitate. He'll let it fly.
Now here's Westbrook. He's got 10. Kuzma with the defensive effort.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Here's Westbrook. Following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. And finished off by Westbrook.
Forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown.
Exercising his authority.
Now here's LeBron. 8 points for him. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Sensational at hitting the glass. Howard has fantastic timing when he goes after those rebounds.
Pass to Gordon. Here is House. Westbrook kicks to House. Right side, Covington. Pulls it up. Rebound the Lakers. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's Kuzma penetrating. And Kuzma slams it in.
Guys, we can attribute that to all hustle from the Flint, Michigan native there, Kyle Kuzma. Excellent activity leading to that offensive board.
Now here's Gordon. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Lakers. And Green slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Here's Gordon following the bucket by the Lakers. Westbrook kicks it to Tucker. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Tell you what, for a guy who's inconsistent from 3, Tucker's showing you he can be scary out there at times for a defense.
Now here's Bradley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. Kuzma can't get it to go. Covington against Bradley. A fader. And it's off the back rim. No good.
This is definitely a day he'd like to forget. He just hasn't had the energy or the intensity to get it done out there. He's still scoreless.
Green finds Howard. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, I tell you what, that's a pretty good foul because Howard is a major threat when he's that close to the bucket, but he's a poor free throw shooter. Make him earn it at the line.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Two.
And the first one drops.
You know what? Still a consistent double-double threat every game is Howard, wanting to prove how valuable he is.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. And McLemore, he's checked in for Daniel House. And it's Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. And both free throws good for Howard. And so it's Rivers with it. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. They trail by 14. Passes it to McLemore. Rondo against Rivers. At the elbow, Green. And it's sent back by Howard.
And you know, this is a definite strength of Howard's game. I think he's a rim protector of an elite level.
Lakers leading by 14. Outside, Green. Comes up empty down low. Houston's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. McLemore. Kuzma pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Makes it off the glass. Green's got 4 points this quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Gordon outside. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers in command with a 16-point lead as the buzzer sounds. They've kept the tempo quick and the defense on its heels, and it's gotten them up big. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got to offensive rebound too as well. Get us some second chance at the basket. Just keep working hard.
Well, you made it work in the first half, KCP. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. Right here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 11 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, they're winning all the 50-50 offensive balls. The rebound goes up. Everybody goes to get it, but only one person's coming down with it. And that's the guy with the extra effort, and it's been them tonight. That's why it's a blowout, these second chance opportunities, and they made the most of it.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, first of all, as cold as they've been from the floor, I can't say I'm surprised by the score. You cannot shoot the ball that poorly and expect to be in the game, Ernie. They need better ball movement. If their offense stays this stagnant, they can forget about a comeback.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And so it's the Lakers with it. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at the Lakers. LeBron and Green make up the backcourt. Davis is out there with Howard. And it's Bradley in at the 3 spot. They grabbed their own miss. Howard, the pass to Davis. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
The shot by House is no good.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Now here's Bradley. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Davis. The shot comes out. Good D by Covington.
Well, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Mark, you and I are sitting here watching this game, broadcasting the game. There are a lot of times that the fans can't see how emotionally charged up you are over some of the things you see on the floor, good and bad.
Hey, I love great basketball. Excellent passing, tremendous hustle, creativity on your moves. One of the things that really excites me, though, is to see the ball pop and end up in a three-point shooter's hands, and he's able to knock one down because the crowd is able to follow that ball, and the anticipation just kind of rises as it gets to the designated shooter. I love guys going after rebounds on the offensive glass.
That's a great example about the three-point shot, though, Clark. I love that. That's terrific. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Lakers. He hits the second from the line.
You know, starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Now here's LeBron. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Free throw good, LeBron. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
And both free throws good for LeBron.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Outside Bradley. Shot clock at 6. Over House.
And after getting off to such a good start offensively in that first half, haven't been quite as efficient here in the second.
And he gets the bucket.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
Lakers leading by 15. The pass to McGee. Pass to Green. There's the triple. The offensive rebound. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 13.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Left side, Westbrook. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart. And let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
Well, Greg, it was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
That's good from Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Now here's Davis. He's got 13. Stolen by Harden. Fires from deep. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. Lakers leading by 14. Bradley kicks to Green. LeBron outside. And they double up LeBron. They kick it out to Green. Hits it from three-point range. 9 points in the game so far.
And I'll tell you what, guys, I think that's the best part of James's game. And he's got a lot of good parts, but his vision is otherworldly.
Passes to House. Now the dish to Tucker. Outside Westbrook. Pass to House. Houston needs to get a shot. Tucker. Another miss by Houston. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's LeBron.
My goodness. Boy, he seems ageless at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences time and time again. Remarkable.
And Davis sends it back. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Timeout called, the Rockets. You have to like what we're seeing from Davis.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
And the Lakers with some changes. Markieff Morris is checked in for JaVale McGee. Contavious Caldwell-Pope comes in for Avery Bradley. And it's Alex Caruso in for Danny Green. Now here's Westbrook. He's got 15. Trying to find Covington. Gets it to him. That shot off the mark.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
And so it's Houston with it, following the bucket by the Lakers. Now Westbrook. Now here's Tucker. Over Morris. The Rockets again can't hit. Here's Caruso. Trying to get open is Davis. A second chance effort. He's off on that one. Good D by Harden.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Westbrook against LeBron. Bank shot, no good.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jumper.
Yeah, a nice, strong finish on the inside.
But Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
And
that was terrific.
My goodness.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Oh, look at him punish that rim.
Boy, the guys on the bench loving every minute of that one.
Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Danuel House. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. And the Lakers have possession. Morris kicks to James. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Robert Covington picks one up.
Boy, LeBron's taken a lot of punishment over the years. For him, just part of the game.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Lakers.
Their ability to rebound and convert those second chance opportunities
Shooting
has been a running theme throughout.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That free throw, no good.
Well, I don't think it's been a secret. I mean, LeBron James hopes to become the greatest of all time. At least that's my perspective on it. Last season, he surpassed his idol, Michael Jordan, in career scoring. He called it one of the real pinnacles of his career.
Good on the second free throw. And you might think about what sets LeBron James apart among the all-time greats. He's the only player who's top 10 in both scoring and assists.
Well, I would even take it a little further, guys. His overall all-around brilliance is what truly separates him from the rest of the great players, because he's top 20 in steals as well as approaching top 50 in rebounds. That's remarkable, and he's done it from day one.
And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That will get him his fourth foul of the game.
That's his fourth foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Houston making a switch here. Green's checked in, and the Lakers also making a change. Kuzma's checked in. Here's Davis. 15 points in the game. Feeds to LeBron. Caruso kicks to LeBron. Clock at 6. For 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
This shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
LeBron outside. Back to Davis. The pass to Caruso. For 3, Caldwell Pope. No good on the shot. And the Rockets take it the other way. Up top, Tucker. Guarded by Kuzma. Pass to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Man, And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
Here's Caruso. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Caruso's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, really solid passer at his position. Kuzma is all about doing what's best for the team.
And here's Westbrook. He's got 22. Poked away. Outside Gordon. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Westbrook drives in. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throws.
Two.
First one falls for him. Houston making some changes. Damari Carroll comes in for P.J. Tucker. And McLemore subbed in for James Harden. The Lakers also making some changes. Howard comes in for Alex Caruso. Rajon Rondo is subbed in for James. And so Westbrook makes them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Rondo dishes to Caldwell Pope. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by McLemore. Jumps up. And the dunk by McLemore.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
Pass to Kuzma. Caldwell Pope outside. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Good work there as it goes. 8 points for Dwight Howard.
And you know what? There's no question about it. Dwight Howard still has it going on inside.
Gordon kicks to McLemore. Outside Westbrook. Double team on Westbrook. From deep, McLemore. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 4 assists now tonight. Lakers leading by 18. Outside Rondo. Pass to Davis. Over Green. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
What's up?
That one's on Eric Gordon.
Dwight Howard is a big, strong, active guy. Even when you hit him, he still is able to muscle through the contact.
The Lakers have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. P.J. Tucker comes in for Green, and it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Rockets trail by 21. Rivers with it. No points in the game yet for him. Now Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. Over Davis. And it's Gordon missing.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Guarded by McLemore. Howard kicks to Kuzma. Rondo scanning the floor. The 3. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. Green, he's checked in for the Lakers. Houston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the pass to McLemore. That's tipped. Green with the rebound. Green's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Davis. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. Davis has got 7 points here in this quarter.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
McLemore, the pass to Rivers. Now Tucker. He's covered by Rondo. Now here's Tucker. Tight defense on him. Another miss by Houston.
You know, he's been off tonight, off his game. At this point, he might want to focus on creating for others.
That's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Just 4 seconds left in the third quarter of the game.
Tell you what, guys, he seems to improve with every game. I mean, Kuzma continues to hone his catch-and-shoot game.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Right back after this break. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Austin Rivers. Cephalosha is out there with Damari Carroll. And it's Chandler, and it's McLemore, and it's shooting guard. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Back to Rivers. 6 to shoot. A floater, and it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. The Lakers shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. They get it back, and it's Howard finishing it off.
Boy, I love whenever Howard leaks out in transition. He's a big, easy target to find in these situations.
McLemore, the pass to Cephalosha. Last season, the NBA announcing the launch of a league in Africa, along with FIBA. Clark, what do you think of that move?
I think it's another example, Kevin, of the globalization of the game and the NBA's intentional, purposeful way of expanding and continuing to grow the game for the sake of the business of basketball, which is a game that obviously you and I love.
And Clark, we see so many foreign players come into the NBA and play well. Not just play, but play well.
Yeah, and not just Africa, although
right.
a number of players from Africa, but a number of different countries have signed on. It could make for a more exciting league.
Rivers against Rondo. McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
Nice shot by Rondo.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Markieff Morris is checked in for Howard. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Danny Green.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, Another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to Rivers. Lobbed up there for Chandler. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And the slam dunk by McGee. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
Pressuring the ball and making a play that created the opportunity.
You know, you push it after a steal, there's almost no chance the defense can get back and recover.
Here's McLemore, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And there's the foul against the Lakers. Clark, the NBA gives out so many awards at the end of the season. Is there an award missing that you'd like to see?
You know what? I think they've got the bases covered really well with the number of awards they give out, Kevin. But I would like to perhaps see consideration given to a sophomore campaign award. That would be kind of cool because sometimes the Rookie of the Year, at least recently, has been a little cloudy because a rookie had been in the league a year, Ben Simmons, case in point, and then was counted. It was actually technically his second year, but his first year of playing. So a sophomore award might be something worth adding to the list.
That's a great idea. And he sinks the second. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Cook, the pass to Rondo. 13 feet away. McGee trying to break free.
And, you know, a strong physical defender, when Carroll's in the area, he's got good timing to block shots.
Cephalosha. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Bradley passes to Cook. Over McLemore. And that one hits back iron. For Houston, they've gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Rivers scanning the floor. Passes to McLemore. Another miss by Houston. The Lakers have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here is Cook. Clark, take us inside the halftime locker room in the NBA.
Well, players typically just regroup individually. There may be some conversation between the players as a group, but then the coaches will huddle, evaluate what transpired in the first half, what adjustments need to be made, and then they'll communicate that to the team. And it's basically a time to rest and regroup for the players to adjust and strategize for the coaches.
Clark, do you think there's any videotape review in there, maybe showing players certain sets, certain schemes?
In this day and age, for sure, with the use of iPads and technology. If you go back to my time, there was no quick turnaround of video in the halftime locker room.
Right. I do know officials do that, too, in their locker room at halftime.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's McLemore. That shot misses. Rondo with some nice D. And it's Bradley off the drive. It's rebounded by Houston. Carroll's got 5 rebounds tonight. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
Bradley deciding where to go with it. Here's Cook, and he banks in the layup.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. Well, Clark, at the college level, a coach was recently offered a lifetime contract. Think we'll ever see that in the NBA?
Well, you can't quite say never.
Right.
I said in college basketball, I never thought in my lifetime I'd see a 16 beat a 1 seed.
Right.
So never say never, but it's not going to happen.
Well, but you've got a lifetime contract doing this, so I guess it does happen in some quadrants.
Well, you got information that I don't have.
Three-point shooting since the half has been about as good as you could ask for.
And now's the time for them to step on the gas pedal. Don't let up. Keep letting it fly from deep and build that lead. Play through the finish line, not to it. Keep the pressure on.
6 on the shot clock. With the floater.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
He dishes it to Carroll.
Okay now, Carroll.
Kicks it to McLemore. Pass to Rivers. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Morris has got his 4th rebound in this one. They get a hand on it. McLemore with the ball. He's picked up by Rondo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. A chance to check out Los Angeles' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against Mike Conley and the Utah Jazz. The first one falls. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Right. High arcing shot, and the Lakers with another turnover here.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Rockets shooting a low 30% right now. An ugly offensive performance. Poke loose. Out of bounds. The Lakers will take possession.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
Lakers shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here is Cook. Clark, the two-way contract, a relatively new invention that gives players time in both the G League and the NBA.
I love it, Kevin, because it's another pathway for those aspiring to be NBA players to have a legitimate shot to make their dream come true. The G League is just a notch below the NBA in terms of overall talent. And so I love the fact that players who desire to be pros can have a pathway to get to the NBA by being part of the G League as well.
And these G League players are having an impact, aren't they? They're making a difference on a lot of teams.
40% of the players in the league have spent some time in the G League, so it speaks to the impact the G League has on the NBA.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And the Lakers making a change here. McGee's checked in. Now here's Rivers. Shoots over Dudley. Rivers can't get it to go.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Here is Cook. Six to shoot. Dishes it to Dudley. And there's the pass to Caruso. Drills the three-pointer.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
And here's Rivers. But for a while now, you and I were just talking, we've had a rule that a team cannot go without a first-round pick in consecutive years. Could it be time to lift that restriction?
I certainly wouldn't mind discussing lifting the restriction, but I like it as it is on the books because it does lend itself, I think, to competitive balance. And that's important in the strength of a league.
LA's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here is Cook. He's guarded by Rivers. Pass to McGee. Clock at 6. Back to Cook. And 2 free throws coming up as the whistle blows. He barely missed that one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Both good from the line that time. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Houston. .157 left to play in the final quarter. Passes it to Cabot. Shot clock at 6. From deep, McLemore. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That is his first foul of the game. Clark, should the NBA consider widening the court to even out the value of those corner threes?
You know, that wouldn't be a bad idea, Kevin. But I also like the fact that there's a deep three at the top and on the wing. And then you've got a little shorter three if you can get to that corner. Widening the lane to make that three more in line or symmetrical with the deep three at the top. I kind of like having a short corner three.
I agree with you. To the paint, here's Cook. Can't connect from short range. And for the Rockets, they're shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
Greg, they've got one more game left against them, and there's no doubt they'll use this as a jumping off point to take another game off them later in the year. At least that's the plan.
And as usual, some excellent work tonight in what was a quality big impact game for Anthony Davis.
You can't look back at too many major moments in this game and not see his imprint put all over it.
You know, at this point in his career, Austin Rivers has proven how deadly he can be as a weapon, Clark, off the bench.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, I like the energy that Rivers comes in with. I mean, he pushes the tempo and looks for his shot as well. And I think he can play either guard spot effectively.
Cook, the pass to Caldwell Pope. Pass to McGee. Here is Cook. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Houston. There's 21 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And McLemore slams it in.
And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow.
And what a beautiful move it was that he picked.
Here is Cook. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg.